Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 1978 1/6 scale Michael Myers figure. The figure's packaging resembles the original theatrical poster with a nice image of the boogeyman on the back of the box. For all these figures, there's a nice quote from the film. This film's quote is that iconic speech from Dr. Loomis with the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes, with a nice shot of Michael Myers on the staircase.
Living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
Right out of the packaging, this is how the figure looks, a very nice resemblance of the shape. Taking a closer look at the figure, let's take a gander at that very nice, incredible sculpt of this figure. It really feels like I'm holding a mini 78 Myers in my hand. I really love the head sculpt. It perfectly captures the likeness of the original mask. The clothing is also really well done. All the little details are there, as well as sculpted and painted hands. The boots are also pretty accurate, and the coveralls drape nicely over them. Here's a better look at those boots. This figure comes included with two accessories. Mikey here, along with these default hands, is included with this alternate hand to wield his weapon of choice, the kitchen knife, which is another accessory, which looks really good. A great looking knife to display with your figure. Is that a strange thing to say? This figure has 30 points of articulation. First up, we have a ball joint at the head, which allows for head tilting and rotations. We've got a joint in the shoulder, which allows for arm rotations, limited due to the clothing, of course. There is a single arm bend, which allows for, putting him in several poses with holding up that kitchen knife, or maybe trying to grab at you, whatever Michael Myers likes to do. And there is a joint at the wrist, which allows for hand rotation. There's also a limited waist swivel, which is fine because Michael is a very static character anyway, so there's no need for too much waist swiveling. There is a joint in both legs, which allows for splits. If Michael wants to, for some reason, intimidate Laurie by doing splits, he can choose so to do that. Or, of course, his famous sit-up move that he likes to do. I will say the legs don't go too far back in those joints, but you can bring them pretty far back with these knee bends, which are really decent. I really like these knee bends a lot. And finally, there is ball joints at the boots, which allow for a good range of articulation. Overall, I like this figure a lot. This guy retails for about $120 over at trickortreatstudios.com. Common problems I see over the internet is the eyes are a little too close to the mask and should be pushed a little further back. This doesn't bother me too much. The knife is also more fragile than some of the newer figures, so be careful not to bend it. My only complaint really is the hands look a little odd compared to the rest of the body. Overall, on the score, I'll personally give this guy a 4 out of 5 and highly recommend him to any Halloween fan. And of course, just for fun, let's go over that accessory set. This set's packaging is also really cool, although it's very loose packaging. I had to tape mine just to keep the box together. Its design, it uses multiple shots from the movie, including the opening jack-o'-lantern, Bob's ghost sheet, and a shot of Annie Brackett laid on the bed with the Judith Myers tombstone behind her. The first accessory is the Judith tombstone, a tombstone for the older sister of the boogeyman, stolen by him for his arts and crafts project. It's well sculpted and painted, accurately designed to how it looks in the original film. Next up is the pumpkin scene in the opening credits. Super creepy. I really like it. It's nice and it fits the figure. And it has this little light, this little button on the back. And when you turn it on, you have this nice little orange light. And it even has this nice little flicker, which I thought was absolutely awesome. And definitely my favorite piece of this set. Another included accessory is the rotary phone that Michael strangles Linda with. It has a spinnable dial and the phone can unhook from the base, and it's really nice. I really do like this accessory a lot. Also included is another brand new pair of coveralls that are supposed to be more accurate to the film, which I won't be getting into. People get into heated discussions of the color of the boiler suit in the new original film, but I will show you how to swap the coveralls. The first thing you want to do is remove any part of the figure that can get in the way of the suit. I'll start with removing the hands, get a good grip on the forearm, and then begin to slowly twist and pull the hand until it pops off. Do this for the other hand, the head sculpt, and the boots. Now you want to unzip the mechanic suit and start slowly pulling it down over the shoulder, and do it for the other side as you're pulling one side down. Do this slowly for the love of Sam Hain, because you want to be careful because you don't want to take the chance of this thing ripping. But once the suit is pulled off of both shoulders, simply start to slide it off the rest of the body. While the original suit is off, I'd like to talk about another accessory, which is this black t-shirt. This is included with the accessory pack, as the original figure was included with a black fabric square thing that had a hole to resemble a shirt, which was taped to the figure for some reason. I would have shown you the shirt separately, but this shirt was such a pain in the you-know-what to get on. I didn't want to risk breaking anything. But here's that original fabric. It has these pieces of tape that used to be taped over the body, which I don't even know why they included this, but that's what it looks like, and thank God we got a black t-shirt. But to get back to the suit, to get it on, do everything you did from taking it off in reverse. Go ahead and slide the legs in first, and then what you want to do is to try and stick the arms into the sleeve as you're pulling the suit upward. I had to bend the other arm to get it in the suit. And then once all the limbs are in the sleeves, pull up the suit over the shoulders and then zip it up. The new mechanic suit looks fantastic, and I personally prefer this one over the original pair, but both are well made, so it's up to you to decide which one you like more. Here is a close 360 view of the coveralls, and I really do like these a lot. I do know the original coveralls are supposed to be a text green, but I do like this charcoal gray. And like I said, you could also use the blue if you want, but I really do like this one a lot more than the blue one, but that's just my personal preference. This set comes included with multiple hands, which look a lot more detailed than the original set of hands. Here are the original pair of relaxed hands, and they don't look too detailed compared to these brand new hands. Here is the grabbing hand, which is for the kitchen knife, of course, and we have another alternate hand, which is supposed to hold the rotary phone. As explained before, here's what it looks like. It looks absolutely cool. We get a brand new set of relaxed hands, which look way better, way more detailed. I love these. And a new set of strangling hands. So, yeah, be careful. He's going to grab you. So, the final accessory is the costume that Michael uses to fool Linda. To put it on, the sheet is attached to an unpainted head sculpt, so it's as simple as switching out the default head with this one.
Can I get your ghost, Bob?
Here's Bob's glasses. They look nice, albeit a little small, so be careful, and they simply just sit on the face. I'll say it rather loosely. It's a small accessory though, so please be careful. See anything you like? Here's the whole thing put together. I don't like how the costume doesn't cover the figure entirely, and the glasses barely hang on, but it's still a very nice piece for a display. This accessory set retails for about $80 USD over at their website. The accessory pack for the 78 Myers figure really excels what is already nice, and including it with the previous score, this goes from a 4 out of 5 to a 4.9 out of 5. Other than the issues I have with the Ghost Sheet costume, this set is really worth it, and I really recommend getting it along with the 78 figure. Thank you so much for checking this review out. I'll be reviewing the rest of this line and doing them in the film release order, so stay tuned for the Halloween 2 figure video. Alright, thank you guys. See you later.